Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link. That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber. Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way. Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
G'day there mates, my name is Mr. Magilla-cutti. Welcome back once again to my channel. Today I'm going to be tackling something different, something old, but something still amazing. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. I played the ever-loving heck out of this game even after it came out at the Switch launch. And this is going to be my third time playing through the game altogether. Even though I only played through Tears of the Kingdom once. I'm not upset. So got a few intros there. And I have been quite a bit of a fan of the Zelda series for a while. First started out with Twilight. Actually, no, I think it was Minish Cap that I started out. Whatever the case, doing some quick tutorials here. I know I'm not reading them out, but sure you guys get the gist of it. So, this is definitely quite the opening to the game if I do say so myself. A lot of squirrels around here. I'm going to pick up all the mushrooms I see because, well, I'm not going to need them. Along with the tree branches. So we woke up in a strange place. Someone calling for us. We went half naked. Now we came out here. I don't know what the heck is going on. That person from around is his old man. Oh, well met, stranger. It's rather unusual to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here, alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. That temple there. Long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. I shall be here for some time. Please let me know if I may be of service. What are you doing? I'm relaxing by this fireside, of course, although I need to cook myself another baked apple at some point. Simple foods such as apples are fine to eat raw, but roasting them on a fire makes them tastier and more nutritious. Okay, so I'm just gonna repeat the same thing. So yeah, we got baked apples here. I beg your pardon, I believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go around taking whatever you please. Forgive me, I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple, an open flame, make for a succulent treat. Really did give me a scare, I'll say that much. What's this? A torch. Well, Dad, just help yourself to the torch there. And how, may I ask, are you planning on using it to set things on fire? That is rather unnerving. Please be cautious with that around any dry grass that might catch fire. You know, there are plenty of monsters in the area. That torch will make a good weapon if need be. However, do not just swing it around without purpose. You must face your opponent and lock your sights on them. Okay, so the back button here to lock on. Ooh. We got a woodcutter's axe. Throw weapons. I'm not going to be throwing a weapon, but that might come in handy. Now, as you probably guessed, we can use the woodcutter's axe to cut the tree down here, as that is more effective for it. Yeah, you think we can do something with this long? Well, we can do a couple things with it. But what is this?
Link,
Yes?
head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Okay. Need to head over there. Okay. So we've got a main quest. Follow the Sheikah slate. Wanted to... There we go. I do want to look around a bit first. Oh boy, got our first monster. Attack. Any attack that causes your weapon to break becomes a critical hit. Yeah, so tree branches don't really make good weapons. But I don't really have anything else to use, so... I mean, sure, I could use the axe, but, I'd rather not waste it on monsters. Because, the one thing about this game is that weapons, they break after a certain extended use. I guess they don't break like they used to in the previous games. It has been a while since I had played either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Crouching increases your stealth, making it easier to sneak up on foes and animals. Is this thing trying to talk? Sneaking up on an enemy and unleashing a melee attack to do some major damage. A Boko Club. Okay, that is a lot more powerful than the stick we have here. And not just by the numbers, it's just a bit more durable too. So since I don't really have any good weapons on me and such, I think it's best if we just stick with stealth for the time being. But if I will have to find, then I will find. And there's a chest up there. I'm back here. Thanks for the club. Now the Bokolin horns here, they're not useful for anything yet, but they'll be helpful later on down the path. Alien trousers. Ooh. Now something else of note. If you see the numbers there, that's how much defense it has on it, meaning how much basically be able to defend myself a lot better. I actually did not know about this because I'm actually going in this semi-blind, as I know some of the things to expect, but also at the same time I'm can't remember most of it either, especially a lot of the smaller details. Temple of Time. Huh. That's a way back reference. Now, when I was younger, I never got a chance to play any Legend of Zelda games because I thought, yeah, they're not fun at all. But I think it's also because my first experience of The Legend of Zelda was not a pleasant one because I was at a friend's house. Well, I wouldn't call them friends, we were acquainted, and they were playing Majora's Mask. And if you played Majora's Mask before, then you should know it's a lot more scarier than your regular Zelda entry. And I think I saw the moon, and then I saw those aliens. So yeah, that stopped me from playing any Zelda titles for a while. I was Boko Blin, not Boko Lin. Unless to be a silent, but who knows. The goddess statue smiles upon you. Now the green bar you see there is the stamina bar. The stamina bar was actually introduced in Skyward Sword. And from what I heard from an interview with the creator of the Legend of Zelda series, I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but he did say that this was actually such a prolong for Breath of the Wild here, because this is actually what they were trying to make as a mainline Zelda title. They had a few spin-offs, but this is exactly what they wanted to make after Skyward Sword. Big project they wanted to work on. And I'm glad they didn't disappoint. And this is just gonna be a lot of me just roaming around, looking around, blibbity blabbity bobbity bro. But I wonder if there's a Hylian tunic around here somewhere, because that would definitely be helpful. Yeah, holding B can allow you to dash, but it does chew up a lot of stamina. Another thing is you can't catch those butterflies, but you have to be stealthier than what I am. Also, in combat, it's not always good to fight harder, but sometimes to fight smarter. Like so. So yeah, I just pretty much took down that vocal bin easily. Dang it. Well, there's always the lock here. Yeah, Choo-Choo's here pretty much the equivalent of slime, so not that big of a threat. No, stop. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? I got one of the guys, but not... Jeez. Wouldn't know when to look for those only on top, because that's what I'm thinking you can get next. That I wouldn't know. Oh, come on, are you kidding me? Okay. I don't know why, but it never had this problem before. I think there actually might be just something wrong with the docking system itself. Well, maybe the switch itself. I don't know, but I might have to actually try and get a new dock for the poor thing. Come here, Froggy. Hot-blooded frog. Yeah, it did say you can cook them. I was going to sneak around the guy, but oh well. So we got a Traveler's Sword. That's a lot stronger than the club, but I'm gonna stick with the club for now. Raise your shields. That would be helpful. And we've got arrows. Now, sadly, we can't use a bow. Well, rather, we can use a bow. We just need to find one first. Unlike previous entries, bows can be found anywhere. And much like every other weapon in this game, it does have a durability on it, so you can't just keep using it all you want. But if you've got a good game, yeah, go for it. I think that guy there has a boat. Got a Boko bow. I only got about 5 hours, so I'm not going to use it just yet. Yeah, when these guys don't have any weapons left on them, they'll just start chucking rocks at me. Well, they will throw punches. So this pretty much has taken a lot of books out of, like the Elder Scrolls, where you can pick arrows back up. And by the looks of it, it looks like they were practicing. What's with that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was trying to blow that up, but I guess the, I have to at least have the arrow set on fire before I can do that. Got some seared steak. Yes, cooking is a thing in this game, but, you're gonna need a cooking pot to do that. We'll find one soon. Now, I know we can go to the place close by here, but I still want to look around first a bit more. So, I'm gonna look over there first. After we do that, we'll start heading to the where the marker is. That was close. There we go. Hit an enemy's head with an arrow before a critical hit. That's what I was trying to do. Ah, yeah, so there's a limit to how many melee weapons I can carry. Now, the next trick I want to do... Ooh, a blue one. That guy is a lot tougher than the red ones we saw. I told you. I just got. And when was the last time that I... Oh. Oh, that's good, that's good. Oh dear. Jump out of the way, I would attack at the last moment to perform a perfect dodge. Just like when I did that. Oh dear. Ah! Do I still have that steak? Nope. Oh, come on. Just right stick. Ooh, this is a lot stronger. Yeah, I was trying to take out all the enemies so I can get that chest in there. But little did I know things would go horribly. Hey, well, you can't win them all. Fire arrows. Those are extremely good, but I'm not gonna use them as I only have a few of them, so don't wanna use them all up in one go. Oh my god, it's not again. So looks like I'm gonna be having problems with the fan for a bit. I've don't really have any other fans I can actually point towards the console itself. So I just decided to pretty much stick it straight under the ceiling fan, as I don't really have any other fans to use. Are you joking me? Alright, let's try this again. Like, I know I said I wanted to get the Switch 2 console, but with how pricey it is, I just couldn't afford it. I swear Nintendo's just getting more and more greedier. But enough of my belly aching. If your stamina reel runs out, you are too tired to do certain actions until it fills up again. Okay, I'm going to try and get some of these butterflies because I know I'm going to need them sooner or later. Summer-winged butterfly. A butterfly found in the woods and plains of warm regions. Wings absorbs the warmth of the sun. Cook it in monster pots. Create an elixir that makes you feel warm and fuzzy. So yeah, we've got a bit of alchemy going on here. They really took a lot of pages out of the Elder Scrolls. Another pedestal. Place the Sheikah slate in the pedestal. Sheikah Tower activated. Please watch for fallen rocks. Fallen over. Even the monster is like, what the heck is going on? Whoa. Looks like they're appearing in different places as well. Great Plateau Tower. Distilling local information. Drop of water? Whoa. Regional map extracted.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Hey. How am I gonna get down without hurting myself? Just gonna have to climb down then. Yeah, climbing is actually using up stamina. I'll go my way down. Still doesn't have to be careful because I'm not sure how far the distance is before you can actually take fall damage.
Oh!
My. It would seem we have quite the enigma here. Its tower and others just like it just have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower? I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say. Did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? No. I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle? That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here, on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Paraglider? Piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not, I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Okay, so we can read the all the quest log here. After your descent from the tower, the old man told you that the kingdom of Hyrule was destroyed 100 years ago by Calamity Ganon. You heard a voice coming from Hyrule Castle, but you cannot reach it unless you leave the plateau using the paraglider. The old man said that he will give you the paraglider in exchange for the treasure that lies within a location somewhere. Come, let me show you something. Do you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light. It began to glow in the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think this is a place might house some sort of treasure. Wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. Yeah. I want to look around a bit more. I just hope the Switch can actually handle me playing the game. Ancient gears. A gear used in ancient machinery. Despite being incredibly old, its build quality is leap and bounds above anything built using current technology. What technology? Okay, another thing also is about swimming. You also use up stamina too, and the moment that your bar runs out, you will drown and lose the heart. Now, I forget to read the description. I'm not going to be reading all of the descriptions because, yeah. If you want to have a read of the description yourself, feel free to pause the video and have a read yourself, but I'm not reading anything unless it's like one of the important items. There isn't any explosives there, but let's see if I can snipe these guys. Okay, so it looks like not all of them can be sniped. Ooh, rupees. Okay, so if you've been a fan of the Zelda series, you know rupees are used for currency. Oh dear. He's smart and actually set the flipping thing on fire. That was close. Yeah, know about changing shields. See what we've got in the chest here. Another traveler's sword. Oh, come on. Alright, I might as well throw something away. Yeah, because we're gonna need a lot of these things. Yep. So, if we want to get rid of a weapon, just chuck it. Get a move on. Now, I'm debating if I want to look around a bit more, or if I should just head for the building there. I said we head for the fire first. And bonk. Now, since I can't pick up any more of those clubs, I'm just gonna leave them for now. What do we got here? Got a traveler's bow. Oh, come on. Can I just drop them from my inventory here? Yeah, I can. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to wait a bit for this. Let's have a look inside the shrine first before we start looking any further. Oh yeah, another thing I should mention is this game does have a day and night cycle. Whoa. Mud puddles. It was worth a try, but I don't think I'll be able to get over there without some other way of, like, I don't know, making a bridge perhaps? This is just on the water, but I don't think I can dive on the water. Omaru Shrine. That says EX on it. I think it might be extra stuff that was added in as an anniversary gift. I'm not 100% sure. Sheikah Slate confirmed. Travel gate registered to map. Access granted. Oh no, I think I pressed the wrong button and it skipped. I apologize for that. Magnetus trial. So I was trying to look something up and I missed the text. Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling rune. Rune extracted. So we got magnesis. Manipulate metallic objects using magnetism. Grab onto metallic objects using the magnetic energy that pours forth from the magnesis rune. Objects held in the magnesis snare can be lifted up and move freely. Okay. Okay. I think we can use that for, basically to help us in that, that swamp. So anything that is magnetic that can be pulled with this is glowing red. Hello, what's this? Okay. I don't know what that is, but There we go. There's a treasure chest up there. No, wait. Yep, so some chests are metallic, so... Another thing, you can use the directional pad to pull it to you or away from you. Another traveler's bow. Let's get rid of one of those Boko bows. I didn't want a sword. Yeesh, I just pulled that hard in. Whoa. Who are you? Is that a statue? You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Omayu, the creator of this trial. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of the goddess Hylia and ascent. With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. I couldn't finish that last bit. In the name of the goddess Hylia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Please accept this spirit orb. Okay. Symbol of courage given to those who have overcome the challenges of the shrine. May the goddess smile upon you.
Ho!
Where did you come from? You seem to manage to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. How did you know? Clairvoyance? Perhaps there's something similar. As one gets older, it becomes more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. Perhaps that is not true for everyone. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of this shrine. It is all connected to the Sheikah slate you carry on your hip. What do you mean? It has been some time since I have seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But the ancient technology disappeared long ago. Or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across the land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasures from each of those shrines, and I will give you... One moment, guys. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. And if you bring me each of these shrines, I will give you my paraglow. Oh, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure it won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding these shrines. It is always best to survey the area by looking around from the highest point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Are you joking? I am afraid not, but do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate. You see those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you awoke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly to those places with the Sheikah slate. However, was I've heard quite some time ago. Do not know if it actually works as such. The old man explained that there's a total of 4 shrines on the plateau. He said he will give you the power glider once you acquire spirit orbs from all the shrines He told you to survey the plateau from the top of the tower to find the remaining shrines. He also pointed out that you can use your Chica Slate if you need to travel quickly. Hero Pass mode unlocked. Press X on the map screen to see your journey's path thus far. Yes, this is pretty much something that was added to the game sometime later. Wait, how did you get up here so fast? What? I'm surprised it took you so long to catch up with an old man like me. How did you... Leave an old man his secrets. Now then, I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this as a vantage point to search for shrines. Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Look through it, and you can stick a pin anywhere you like to mark on the map. Okay, so press this button and then press that button to place a pin. Ooh. The pins on your map serve as a reference points for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. How did you know? Experience, wisdom, instinct. Follow what you will and believe it only if you so please. Go ahead and take a look if you feel inclined to do so. Okay. So, yeah, there's one there. All the way over there. You can see another one over there. Close to it. There's one up there. There's a town in the distance, but I don't think we can reset now. If you still wish to acquire the power card, you must put in the effort. I will not simply give it away, you see. See, old man. Anyway, let's head back to the shrine here, so I can actually get that chest out of the water. You're not wrong there. Oh! Forgot these guys come out at night. Yeah, they go down with one head, but you need to destroy their heads. Yeah, you could pick up the arms, which is just, ugh. Just wrong on so many levels. What I'm after is this thing here. But we'll just... There we go. Traveler's Spear. Not as strong, but it does have a bit of reach on it, so definitely keep it in mind. Oh, we've got a couple of treasure chests down here. An opal. Pretty. Amber. Not again. Yep. Alrighty, so I'm gonna try something that is stupid, but I don't think I can think of that might work. So we've got a lot of metallic objects around us. What do we got here? Hyrule herbs. Those would be handy. Look. Looks like we've got some things in the mud here. Oh boy, we've got some classic Zelda enemies. Sorry. Basically bat-like enemies. Geese wings. Now, sadly, we can't pick up those chests because they're made of stone. I wonder... Nope. I'm trying to put it into stump here. Right, I forgot about these guys. A Korok. Huh? You're not Hitsu. Hitsu. But you can't see me? I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hitsu, please return this to him. Korok seed. A small seed was given to you by a Korok. It has a distinct smell. If you gather a bunch of them, you never know what may happen. Oh, and my friends are hiding in a lot of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose in suspicious places. Yep, so that is a side thing. It's not necessary, but it will be helpful. But the thing is that there are 999. You heard right. 999 Koroks in the whole world. What statistic bastard thought this would be a fun idea over that Nintendo clearly wanted us to suffer. Again, they're optional, they don't really count towards completion, but if you are a damn completionist like I am, god dang it, you would want to find them all. Just like I Blittering did. I will be looking for them as well. So I will suffer through this again. Wow, and ice arrows. Those are handy. Yeah, destroying the body itself is not enough. You have to destroy the head. Now, here's a hidden side quest that you can do. That is technically not one, but you will want to do it before you find all the shrines. Got an acorn. And we've got the old man over here again. Ooh. See, I was not... Could you not see I was sleeping? If I can't hunt, what else is there to do but sleep? Seated by a warm campfire is the best way to pass the time. Say, courageous runt, are you hungry? If so, feel free to use my cooking pot to whip up a snack. If you need to start a fire, just light your torch on that campfire. Over there. Simply open your inventory, grab hold of the ingredients, and toss them in. Try to consider how the ingredients will complement one another. I think that's right. If you joking. If you play your cards right, you may even end up with a dish that can protect you from extreme cold. That's all about. It's all about being creative and trying different things. Okay, so let's show you how to cook. Just simply select the item you want and toss them in. So we've got fruit and mushroom mix. That restores 2 hearts. Check a meal's ingredients by selecting it from your inventory and then selecting recipe. I actually did not know that. But that's a good hit. So I'm going to... I think maybe I did need that, but I just never put it to the heart. Whoa! Holy! Okay, if you hit that jingle, that means that you got something good there. Alright, now moving on for a second. Oh wait, I think we could do one more, so let's do that. Now, if you remember what the description said about the butterflies here, if you mix it in with monster parts, you can make an elixir that makes you warm and fuzzy. And we've got a spicy elixir. Grants a low-level warming effect, increasing your resistance to cold environments. Very useful when exploring snow-covered mountains. And we saw one of the shrines in a snow-covered mountain, so that will be handy. I'm gonna make 2 more here. It's better safe than sorry. I want to try one more thing, so let's combine these 2. I'm gonna fish and mushroom skewer. Ugh. Yeah, that's not really appealing. I will try to get all the recipes, but I can't promise anything. let's wait until morning, because honestly, night is not really the safest. Especially with all the enemies just popping out at you. Where did my prey go? Oh, what are you doing? Do you see that I'm not hunted here? Just get off of my prey like that. At least crouch down a bit. Why, please? I'm still hunting. Let's crouch down and approach your prey while you're sure you will not be noticed. When you're close enough that detection is nearly imminent, draw your bow and let the arrow fly. Aim forcefully, and you should be able to take down your prey with a single arrow. Courageous one. I see you have taken possession of my old bow. Splendid. Now let's see what you can do with it. I'm rather tired. Yes, I think I'm going to take a small break. Over there's a boar. And just approach us gently. Try and aim for the head. There we go. Raw meat. I'm just going to change something here real quick. What's the sensitivity? I think that's a bit better. Oh! If you love cooking, you're welcome. I cooked something. Let's take a look what you cooked up there, shall we? Not bad. Certainly not good, but not bad either. I encourage you to experiment with some different ingredients combinations. The variety of food can make one can make out here in the wild is quite remarkable. So I'm going to combine the mushroom and the raw meat. So then we're going to meat and mushroom skewer. Yeah, so he's going to give me the same spiel again. But yeah, that is definitely a good hit for new players. So I wanted to show that off. It is one of the more hidden things, and I did miss that on my first go. Another Korok. So yeah, keep an eye out for anything strange. Like single boulders on their own is definitely one. Well, strange puzzles like the one we saw in the swamp there. So we got another shrine near that Hopper Pond over there, so that's going to be our next destination. Now, I'll probably be getting this later on in the game, but definitely do try to pick up any and every ingredient. Not good. You don't want to run from this guy right now because we're not really ready to take that thing on just yet. Jeez, leave me alone. Got blue nightshades. Ah, great. Nope, switch back to the club, please. Yeah, definitely do try to go for the, perfect dodge if you can. It will take quite a lot of practice, but if you can pull that off, then yeah, you should be able to take them foes fast and easily. Ding, ding, ding. Also, another hint. Whenever you need some water... No, not... Always bring out the... Shut up, phone. Out the magnesis, because you never know if there's anything metallic in the deep water. Like a treasure chest, for one. Another opal. That is on. I thought there would have been another shrine out this way. Over there, there's another enemy camp. I think maybe that's what I saw. I could be wrong, but let's go have a look. Right, there was also something else back there I forgot to do. I think that's the wind this way. I really thought there was another shrine here. I've been wrong before. I thought there would have been a Korok there, but I guess not. Now, the reason I didn't go straight down that valley towards the enemy camp is because there's something I wanted to try out. But to do that, I need to get a certain rune. And for those who have played this game, you probably know what rune I'm talking about. Oh, hello. Okay, these flowers here are also another sign of a Korok nearby. So pretty much follow them. When you get the white one, that means you caught up with the Korok. Jeez, I didn't even realize there was another enemy camp here. Idiots. You know, trying to catch themselves some lunch, but... Someone's going stealth. Throw a weapon to an enemy to perform a critical hit, dealing twice the weapon damage. Yeah, but while also breaking it at the same time. I only do that when the weapon is about to break, doing at least 4 times the damage. Bing, bing, bing. Glad to still get the classical jingle in there. That's a big stump. You think there might be something up there? Let's go have a look. Excuse me. Another hint is, like, try not to climb on an angle like that is leaning backwards, because it will force Link to lose a lot more stamina. Oy. Yeah, that was stupid of me. Well, there was a horse for a second there, but no, that was just the, Okay, don't... If you try to sprint, then the, you will put it out. Now, there's two... Now, I want to get rid of this pile leash, because I want to see what's in here. Come on. There's another way to get rid of that pile, but since I don't have one on me at the moment, I'm just going to stick with this way. There we go. Another Korok. Ah. I'm gonna head back to that tower because I was sworn there was somebody down there. Yeah, the loading screens here do actually show off all your statistics, like what you have, like how many spirit orbs you currently have. And you got that one marked, and I've got the one in the snow area up there marked. Oh, there it is. I'm a flip-flapping idiot. I do want to come back here, so I will put another mark on the map here. You can have up to the many marks, these marks you want, but, well, up to 100, but these ones, the pins, you can only have the set color down. Alright, so let's teleport back here. Hold on a sec, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Where do we... We'll start by heading to the one down here. Maybe some more butterflies, cause better safe than sorry. Yeah, when you slide down, you stand straight back up. It's annoying. But yeah, when you just go stomping around, you just scare everything off. Now I need to be careful over here because if I remember correctly, there was one thing that really gave me a scare when I first played this game. Yep, there it is. You cannot defeat that thing straight away, so run! That there is a guardian. Guardians are these ultra powerful enemies that can instantly kill you straight away. Because the thing is, they shoot a very powerful laser from their eyes. And there's another one! What I was trying to do is to try and let it target me. So I can shoot the wall. God dang it. I'm just afraid that if I miss time and I'm gonna get blown to bits. Yep, that's what it does. No, I'm just gonna try and find another way in. But yeah, you cannot... You could try and take these things on, but they are near impossible to defeat at your current state at the beginning of the game. It might be possible to take those guys down, but not without destroying my weapons. So I'm hoping that what I'm looking for is in here. I think it is. For you who set foot in this shrine, I am Baji. In the name of the gods high, I offer this trial. The bomb trial. So yeah, the name at the beginning of the shrine there is the monks who actually reside here. Shaker Slate authenticated, distilling rune. So we got the remote bomb. A bomb can be detonated remotely. The force of the blast can be used to damage monsters or destroy objects. They are both round and cube bombs, so use whichever best fits the situation. Yeah, so the round one's going to roll. Now, bombs require a bit to recharge before they can be used again. Square ones are best used for when you just want to place them. Also, try not to stay too close to the blast radius because you will take damage. Traveler's Claymore. Okay, so let's just drop this on here. And boom. We've got a launcher here. Wrong one. So yeah, if you want to cancel a bomb, just press B on the buttons. Also, the amiibo symbol there, I will show that off momentarily, just not right now. Oh, right. I forgot. Okay, so I want to pick that up. I don't think I can... Yeah, no. You can also launch yourself. And surprisingly, we're about taking fall damage. Now, another thing to be aware of is that each shrine actually contains a rare chest in them, and by that I mean a chest that's contain an item that Oh, I thought we had. Oh, okay. There's none. But yeah, it contains at least one chest in them that doesn't require anything for the shrine itself, such as parts, gems, and all that. Yeah, these monks will be repeating the same things again and again every time you complete a shrine, so best to skip them. So again, it will just be repeating the same thing. So far, we found 2 shrines, 2 orbs, 4 Korok seeds. So now we can... Oh, come on. That's a Traveler's Sword. That is just freaky. Okay, I'm gonna try something incredibly stupid here. But then again, hasn't everyone? I'm definitely gonna try to take this guy on. Now, bit of advice if you do want to take him on, aim for the eyes. And that's momentarily damages. Oh yeah, that was quicker. Might try to claim more. It'll be slower, but... halfway. Get out there. Let's go for the Spike Club. We beat one. And we pretty much get these machine parts here as like rewards. So unless you have stronger weaponry, I do not recommend taking them down. Just wanted to show you how ridiculously strong those things are. And no, I won't be taking on the other one over there. I want to give a demonstration. Let's switch back to... Let's go with the spear. Now, there are several different ways you can reach the shrines. I don't know them all because I cannot remember for the life of me. But hey, I'm pretty happy that we actually managed to take one down. Especially this early on in the game. I thought that thing was going to run into me. In fact, I think it was. And you know, I probably could have just used the bombs of the thing, but given how long they take to recharge, not really a good idea. Give me a quick sec. I want to check something out real quick. Okay, sorry about that. Something I wanted to check real quick. Now, here's another... something that's a bit obscure and very missable. Over there, you see the, a cabin. But before we get that cabin, let's take care of these guys first. But, before that... Mushrooms. A mushroom that can grow almost anywhere, but for ceilings and sheer cliffs. You want to try and collect as many of those as you can, because you'll see. I'll be taking the clubs again. Because, yeah. Now, I wanted to come down this way again. Because I want to head to that hut. So, what's in that hut? You'll see it in a moment. Throwing Seer. Of course it's full. I'm not leaving any piece of gear behind. There's the old man again. Oh, fancy that, so we meet again. What are you doing? I thought this tree here might make for some good firewood. However, getting the tree to fall exactly where you want it is quite an art. The trick is to turn your hips so that they are facing where you want the tree to land. So, I see you found my axe. Why not help me out and give it a few swings? I worked up quite a sweat here, but these bones could use a break. Sure. Thought it would have been a secret in there. Would have been funny. Oh! Got a stem outlaw shroom. A green mushroom that grows near trees. Chock full of natural energy. So we can use that to restore some energy in meals. Very useful when you're climbing a cliff. It's a pot lid. This body of mine isn't what it used to be. Recovering from a bout of hard work takes a while. If you're hungry. Whoa, what was that? Okay, these are what I'm looking for. Spicy peppers. Now you want this for a good reason. This? On this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. But today, I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fry. The recipe not only restores health, but also keeps me warm, even when traveling in the snowy mountains. With this on my side, I no longer have the need for that itchy warm doublet. I do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contains raw meat, spicy pepper, however, sadly on this lonely plateau, I have only my knowledge and memory to rely on still. If I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I would happily reward them with my warm doublet. So yeah, so yeah, I might have that. I just want to double check to see if I'm right, because I'm gonna need. I need to find a ball. Hey! Big, 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 big. Be right back to it when I find a pig. Actually, no, I better not. Oh, hello. Let's see if this actually does work. Oh, the bees are attacking them. Oh dear, we got bees still. Honey cones. Also bee honey. Definitely I'm glad I didn't skip this bit. Now, let's look over here a sec. Well, it might have been something, but I guess not. I do have an idea where we can go to get some raw meat. Wish I did keep some on me before, though. Nah. Just think on my part, but at least I can travel back to the shrine here to get it closer. So let's travel here. There's no more fish in the water. I managed to keep that one bit of fish. Right, so let's go hunt us a boss, alright? And while I'm here, I might as well do that one area that I saw before. No, I knew it. Hey! God dang it. Okay, let's see if it's... I'm really gonna need to try and find something that I can use to, get the flipping thing cool. So I won't be doing too many big projects like this for a while. Oh no, I'm not going down here. Because I don't think I'm strong enough to even take that thing on. You know what? No, let's take it on. Let's take it on. Okay, so what you want to do with these guys is blow off its arms. Wow, great start. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. God dang it. It'll keep grabbing more arms for itself. Ooh, Amber. And again, I strongly urge you, don't stand too close to the blast radius. Yikes! Yeah, have to be careful because it will try to knock you off after a while. Come on, charge, charge, charge! Oh, come on, that clearly hit that arm. There we go. Woo! Thank you, big guy. I don't see any balls around here. Sure, there should be some balls around here. Did they all just up and leave? Ah. We'll take the one. better to take them all. Alright, let's head to that other place I remembered about. Yeah, up ahead. That took longer than I wanted it to. My goodness. I mean, sure, just looking around and exploring is fun and all, but no. Because I knew about the warm doublet. I just forgot how you can get it. I knew you can, well, you can get it from the old man and such. Rusty broadsword. That thing is sadly not going to be any use, but let's keep it on us for now, shall we? Now, if you do remember over here, where there was strong wind blowing, there we go, that's what I wanted to do. Didn't get all of them, but I got most of them. More fire arrows. Nice. But yeah, it shows that those round bombs can be rolled downhill, or the wind can roll them away. So keep that in mind for if you want to be smart, especially for a certain place, which you might challenge at a later point. Alright, let's hope I'm right about the recipe. Yeah, so listen to the whole man's hut. Oh, there's one over there that's still active. Focus spear, just pretty much a long stick. But a sunset, but Firefly does only appear at night time. Ah, another rush room. Alright. So what was the ingredients again? I know it's the meat and... So you wanted the spicy one, so... Spicy meat and seafood fry. Wait, is that? That looks just like my signature perfect dish. Spicy meat and seafood fry. But how did you... Well, I suppose that is not important. Can I trouble you to share the recipe? Ah, of course. Hyrule Bass. How could I have forgotten? Well done. Now please allow me to reward your culinary efforts with this warmed up. With that, you'll be able to resist a bit of cold, resist a bite of colder environments. As for me, I know a great spicy meat and seafood fry recipe, so I can do without the warm doublet. In here, old man. There. Ooh. Farmer's pitchfork. Keep hold of that. Now with that, let's get back to searching for those shrines. Because I think we've got everything we need now. At least every obscure thing we can get. So my question is, I hope the old man actually washed the thing. Yeah, depending on your status, like if you're out of energy, then you'll either be panting hard, or you could be shivering, or you could be sweating. Depends, really. Okay, so the prize over there, so I'm going to need to go this way. But yeah, clothing and all such have different benefits that will greatly help you. So the Hylian leggings we found is definitely a good find, along with the doublet here. While it does not offer much protection from enemy attacks, it does offer good protection from the cold environment. Especially useful for up here. Now, if you look down near the mini-map on the bottom right there, you should be able to see several different icon meters there. The smaller one at the top indicates the temperature that Link is going through right now. Now, if you look on the orange part, you should see 3 different orange bars. That indicates how hot the region he is in. And the same can be said for the other side, but you notice that one of those bars is missing. That is because, since I am wearing the warm doublet, that bar just disappears, so meaning that the cold won't be affecting Link on that level. swords, but... Ooh, we got a chest here. Every bit helps. Ow. Guess I got caught in the explosion. There we go. Definitely does feel like I'm playing Skyrim again. He just literally blew that chest all the way over here. Done there. Oh, thank goodness. I had lost. Right, number 3. Yeah, so they will pretty much just say their name and say they offer this trial. So we've got the stasis trial here. And now we have unlocked stasis. Stop the flow of time for an object. Stop an object in time while storing its kinetic energy. The stored kinetic energy will act upon the object when the flow of time resumes. Making good use of the stored energy can move even the largest of objects. Explain about that in a little bit. But yeah, anything glowing yellow there can be stopped. But for a limited time. And the bigger the object, the less time it can stay stopped. No. I pressed the wrong button. The chest up there. Okay, I got an idea. stop it there. Give me enough time. And Bob's your uncle. Traveler's shield. Oh. Yet. It's always. I want to try and keep most of these honors as much as I can, and you'll see why later. What's this? Iron sledgehammer. This will definitely cause damage, but we won't want to use this on this here. So that's what it means by store kinetic energy, which will knock it away. And if you use an object that it has does a heavy hit, like a hammer and such, that will cause it to go further. No, we can just skip the rest of these bits because we're not just going to be repeating the same thing. We just need to find one more shrine. Sometimes you don't need to go too crazy with the hits. You can just give it one whack and boom, there you go. There's one way to get down. Let's head back up this way to see this will take me to the shrine. Could be wrong, but nope, no, actually this is going the right way. I wonder what's over here, but we'll focus on the shrine for now. Got a blue one up there. Oof, that's gotta hurt. Don't worry, buddy. I'll meet you halfway. Ah! I'll take this. Also, I'm pretty sure you know, but at nighttime it can get very, very colder, but thankfully not on the mountains yet. Well, in this area is reminding me of a certain area in Elden Ring that I was riding around in. Snowy mountains everywhere, just oof. I think it could be said for Skyrim. Just what is up here? I enjoy gazing out at the world from here. Breathtaking view. This may be the best place to get a full view of the entire plateau. Usual go to look for shrines. When you look at one, place a pin on it. I think that's a grave, actually. Ooh, hello. Let's go down this way because I want to head to that stone circle we saw. And you can probably guess why. And if you guess the Koroks, yeah, then you are right. Stone circles means there's a hidden Korok there. Now what you need to do with this puzzle is simple. Complete the stone circle. So look for any nearby stones and place them down in the circle. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. More enemies up ahead. Whoa! Okay, they can throw stuff. Last shrine. Ooh. Cryosis trial. Cryosis. Create a pillar of ice from a water surface. Build ice pillars that are very stable. These pillars can be used as stepping stones or as obstacles. Use cryosis on an ice pillar to break it. So yep, you can climb up these. We should hardly reach places. And of course, there's also something else you can do, which is raising up a gate. And you can use it for that. Pretty nifty. And there's our chest. I'm gonna find another one of these later, so let's grab another spear. There we go. And that is the final trial here. And that's 4 spirit orbs.
Oh!
With this, you now acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Extraordinary. That means it is finally time. Link, it's finally time for me to tell you everything. But first, imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Do you understand? Where two lines connecting the shrine across. I will be waiting there. After acquiring the spirit orbs from the shrine, the old man told you that he'll be waiting in a place that centers amidst the 4 shrines before mysteriously disappearing. So let's bring this up. He'll be waiting at the Temple of Time. Closest there is at the Shrine of Resurrection. So let's go. Down to the shrine we go. Yeah, diving in a circle of lily pads is another Korok. And I think we saw a sword and stone. See what's here. Now we can use a blunt object like a hammer to break those rocks. Or we can use the bombs. I'm gonna stick with the bombs. And what are we got? Opal. That will be very, very handy at a later time. Look at that. Statue's glowing. You who have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs, I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 spirit orbs. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being. So tell me what it is that you desire. So we can get a heart container or stamina vessel. We're going to a heart container first. I shall grant the power you seek. Your life force has been strengthened, increasing your maximum number of hearts by 1. Go and bring peace to Hyrule.
Ho!
The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here, quickly. And there are those will-o'-the-wisps floating around him again. Now, how do we... Now, we need to climb up there. Oh, hello. Of course it is. God, I can just drop it. Try climbing up there. Yeah, that was not a smart choice. Okay, it won't let me climb there. How am I going to climb up there? I honestly don't remember the best way to do it. I don't think I'll be able to reach the very top. And try. Nope, nope. Oh yeah, that was close. I remember there being a room over there that we can get to. Ah, here you are.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists.
In Roland, the last king of Hyrule.
The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. but I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Go on. Here is the paraglider, just as I promised. An item that you received from the king on the Great Plateau. It allows you to sail through the sky. Press X while you're in the air to use it. With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding the area. And I think that's it. I told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. We've got 2 objectives now. Destroy Ganon and to seek out Impa. The old man you were talking to informed you that he was King Ram. The voice you heard coming from the castle was Princess Zelda. The princess is trapped inside the castle, which is shrouded in malice, fighting against Ganon. The king's ghost left you one last directive. Rescue Princess Zelda and defeat Ganon. He gave you the paraglider that now that his duty is done. The ghost of King Rama told you that Hyrule is on the brink of annihilation. Princess Zelda is currently fighting to contain Calamity Ganon inside Hyrule Castle. But her power cannot keep him at bay forever. Eventually, Ganon will gain his full strength and destroy the world. Your ultimate task is to aid Princess Zelda in defeating Ganon before that can happen. So that is our main goal, but to do that, we have to do other things. First of all, we need to seek out Impa. You are tasked with going to Kakariko Village to speak with Impa, who will give you more details on your quest. Descend from the Great Plateau and head east beyond the dueling peaks, then follow the road to the north. The blinking dot on your Sheikah slate map will guide the way. So yeah, we got quite a big adventure now. A very big adventure. Here we go. Finally able to sail down. Now using this does use up stamina, so be careful. Now you can of course go wherever you want now that you are able to freely explore the world. And believe me, it is a big, big world. And here we are on a small island. But yeah, heading to Kakarita Village would be a smart choice. So let's do just that. Hyrule Kingdom. A very bleak and desolate place. There are a lot of ruins here. And a rusty shield. It won't be of any use now, but I still want to get it. As for why I'm getting all this stuff, it will be apparently clear later. Also, a bit of trivia that I found out recently. That stone slate, that standing stone that we saw on top of the peaks, that was actually the king's grave. Misco EX Journal. I hid 8 priceless relics I stole from Hollow Castle in treasure chest. I shall write down the locations. The ancient mass lies at the ruins where soldiers gather. From there, waters of Lake Holomol are visible. The green garment of the man who wished to be a fairy are hidden in the ruins of Hyrule Fields. Find those pieces at the ruins where trade flourished. At the ruins where sinners were imprisoned. And at the village ruins next to the farmland where many people once gathered. Princess of Twilight, whose stories are handed down alongside those of the hero of Twilight. A helmet can be found at the temple ruins soaked in the waters of Regency River. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Armor worn by the fierce phantoms, feared even by heroes, is hidden in the ruins of Hyrule Field. Find these pieces at a battleground where brave souls tested their skill, at ceremonial grounds where royal guards are honored, and at the ruins where the soldiers of Hyrule gather. EX is all that's written on the last page. What could it mean? So that is actually free DLC that was added to the game sometime after the release of this game. I'm not sure how long after, but I don't think it was too long after the paid DLC was released. And I will be going for these, just not quite yet. But I am definitely glad I found that book. Just looking at all of this makes you realize that this is not the Hyrule you knew from previous games. Desolation, ruins, everything's just gone. Let's start following the road, and we'll find our way to Kakarita Village. Dang it, bats. Not a blue one. I want to get those frost shrooms, but I want to take care of this guy first. Now, I don't think I'll be able to defeat him straight away. He's fast asleep. Beating him senselessly into the wall. Ugh. Well, we didn't need him. Red rupee. Alright, let's go get those shrooms. Again, you do burn through a lot more stamina when you're just climbing on the ceiling itself. There's some baddies up there. At least I think we did. Now, if we want to get a better lay of the land, we want to find one of those Sheikah towers. Dueling Peaks, Ito Village, and Lake Harley are that way. Ooh, let's not deal with that big guy there. That there is a mobbin. We might be able to take him on, but... Jeez. You know what? Let's see if we can sneak up on him. Yeah, red mobbin. I thought it was a black one for a sec there. Mobbin, horn, and fangs. Yeesh. Yeah, it's a good thing I decided to get the stronger weapon, because if I was using a weaker one when I was trying to sneak attack them, that might not have been a good idea. Because sneak attacks aren't always a guaranteed kill. Is that a brush? Oy. It's daytime already. Shouldn't you be in the ground? Come on, go down already. Ugh. Another shrine up ahead. Now you can always come back. Oh, here we got an ore. We got some. Pretty much an ore vein. Rock salt and amber. Is it daytime? I thought you guys were meant to be back at the ground. Now, like I said, you can come back to these shrines later, which I'm gonna do for this because I want to end this recording very shortly, as I am just starting to get sleepy. I've been recording for 3 hours straight, perhaps more. So we're gonna head for a an area up ahead, which is an inn. And the next time I do another one of these, I'll try to remember to come back for the shrine. The end is here. I may be someone used to seeing bad omens by now, but that, well, to say, it's better than most. We're doomed. I mean, don't panic. So, who are you? Have we met? Well, it doesn't matter who you are, really. I was getting tired of talking to myself, so you've come in a good time. By the way, those strange things that popped out of the ground, did you see them? I'm not talking about mushrooms here. I'm talking about those towers. They seem to have popped up all over the place. And that's not the only strange thing that happened. Those long deserted shrines suddenly started glowing. You know what this means, don't you? The end is here. With all this craziness happening, I've been keeping an eye on that thing. Just to see if it suddenly started moving. You know, what thing? I'm talking about that guardian, of course. Have you heard the old stories about Hyrule? See that thing over there? The one shaped like an overturned urn? That is what I'm talking about. Did you know some of them can move? One of them once chased me down and tried to kill me. This one here? No, it was a different one. That one was closer to the castle, but before the forest. When they spot you, they shoot beams of light at you. I was sure that it was the end for me. I was prepared for the worst. But somehow I managed to escape into the nearby woods. You think it was my lightning flash reflexes that saved me? I wish. Truth is, I just got lucky. Anyway, I hear guardians like that still wander around Hyrule Castle. Be careful. Yeah, we encountered some of those guardians. Counted them. They weren't moving as such, but they were still pretty active. See if we can get that tower over there. Proxium Bridge, Dueling Peak Stables. Stables are a good place to rest. I'm pretty sure you guys know what this is for. If you don't, you're about to find out. Yep, Korok. There's 8 of them we found. An iron shroom. I remember that. Who's there?
Hi.
Hey, you're a traveler? Grab a spot by the fire if you like. I'm a traveling merchant. Name's Jiro. Nice to meet you. Crazy times we live in, eh? I go into the forest all the time to get my wares.
Oh.
But there are far safer ways to get them. This is buying them from travelers like you. So, do you happen to have anything around you willing to sell? Not really, no. Okay, that's fine. If you need anything, that's fine. Is there anything I need for can do for you? No, but thanks. I got it. Thanks for spending your precious time with me on the road. On the road with me. Even the areas near civilization are full of monsters these days. Just strolling through the woods can be dangerous. You be careful, you hear? Okay, we're gonna need to make our way across the river to get to that tower. I could probably use Cryosis to get across. Wrong one. Dang it, not again. Yeah, I better start ending this recording soon because the poor thing is just starting to heat up. Here's another thing. You can only have about 3 Cryosis pillars up at once. Anymore, and the last one that you put up will break. Dueling Peaks Tower. What's with that glow over there? Alright. Let's get this area lit up. An area. And that's that area lit up. Additional functions. Sheikah sensor. Searching for shrines. The sensor reacts when you are close to shrines that you have not visited. If you head in the direction where the reaction is strongest, you should be able to find the shrine. You can enable or disable the Sheikah sensor with the Y button on your map screen. I won't be using this quite yet, but it will be good to have. Sensor indicate has been placed near the minimap. Search for shrines by moving in direction with the strongest signal. Yeah, I know which shrine is talking about, and it's up on that peak. I am definitely not going up there yet. The reason being is because I wouldn't even have enough stamina to get up there. So again, I'm gonna disable this. Oh boy. They got trouble. Too bad I can't get the materials they dropped, but oh well. Ah, there is where we're gonna go. Those are stables over there. They act pretty much like inns, so it would be a good place to stop off. Thought it would have been a Korok for a moment there. Big twin bridge, and we got this here. Question is how do we get inside, because we can't burn the steaks away because they're in water. And here's a familiar sight from previous games. Beetle. Hey, I don't believe I made your acquaintance. The name's Beetle, but you can call me... Actually, let's just stick with Beetle. But even if you forget my face, you can remember my beetle-shaped backpack.
Wow!
Despite the day... Leopity. Where was I? Despite these dangerous times, you'll be fine me traveling all over Hyrule to fulfill your shopping needs. I stock many special bugs and must-have items for travelers, and I always charge a fair price, for my name's not Beetle. I also buy all sorts of things. If you need rupees, gemstones in particular fetch a high price. How can I help you today? Goodbye. Oh, that's too bad. Hope to see you around. Hello there. Don't see a whole lot of travelers passing through here. You know, with how peaceful it is around here, it's sometimes easy to forget that the world almost ended years ago. There's still monsters wandering around, and the area near Hyrule Castle is especially dangerous. If you're going to be traveling, you should know a thing or two about elixirs. Elixirs? You can make elixirs by mixing bugs and other small creatures with monster parts. Most of them are no good for refilling your health, but they can have a lot of unique effects. Some elixirs increase your speed, others raise your resilience to extreme temperatures. I'm actually impressed that you made it this far without any knowledge of elixirs. You can't have it. I can't have it on my conscience if something happens to you from here, so I'll give you one of mine. Thanks. Using a hasty elixir increases your run speed, so I use it to escape from enemies for any time I need to hurry. The recipe is just a high-tailed lizard and monster parts, so at least you have a stock of 10 of them or so in hand. Hey, Shibo, do you think this nosy guy right here is interested in horses? Looks like it to me, Darton. Judging from his eyes, he's just itching to get into the stable. You're right. He's got eyes that she said, like, nothing in this world matters to me except horses. That means we got ourselves a customer. Howdy, mister. Welcome to Dueling Peak Stables. Well, welcome to the front of Dueling Peak Stables, I guess. You really can just tell by looking into his eyes. Bro, his head is just filled with horse stuff, right? That's right, just look at his eyes. Right now in his head, it's all horses, 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 food, and horses. Right? In that case, you should feel free to ask us anything about horses. You want to hear some tips to help you master your horse? Yay or nay? I didn't think of that joke, by the way. That was one of my dad's jokes. Wild horses get scared easily, and if they notice people near them, they'll take off. Just sneak up on them from behind, real slow. When you get in good and close, grab them and jump on quick. If you crouch to sneak up quietly, they won't notice you. That taught us a lot. Just leave the horsing around to us. Horses respond to them are even-tempered and easy to train. On the other hand, horses that are all one color, like straight black or white, are a bit more wild and harder to train. But a one-color horse has more stamina and runs faster, right? That says they're hard to handle at first, but if you spend a lot of time with a one-color horse, you'll be best buds. That also says beginners should start with spotted horse. When I grow up, I'll ride a one-colored horse though. Hey mister, you get all that? No, I read all that. I thought we trained one. They're really wild, so they'll run in different directions and buck here and there because they aren't trained yet. When that happens, you gotta soothe them. But that also says that just Constantly soothing them won't do it all. The trick is to soothe them when they do what you want them to do. It's like saying thanks to them for a job well done. Hey mister, you get all that? Just seem to know, thanks. Oh, sorry. I didn't notice you. I was a bit lost in thought there. I've been doing rigorous research day and night, figuring out the mystery of that blood moon. Blood moon? Don't know it? That's inexcusable. Listen up and I'll tell you about it. For 100 years now, every so often when the clock strikes midnight, the sky turns red and a full moon rises. At that moment, monsters that have been previously defeated will come back to life. And that's what is known as the blood moon. Why did monsters return to life? Why does it only happen when the sky turns red? No one really has the answer to those questions. It's a mysterious phenomenon. If you learn anything about the blood moon as you travel, be sure to come back and tell me. God dang it. Alright man, I'm gonna end the video off here because I think that poor thing is gonna need a lot of rest because it's just gonna keep burning up like this. So until I get myself a good fan to actually keep it cool, I won't be doing this on a regular basis. I'll be doing this every once in a while when I feel up to it. So I hope you just stay tuned for that. But with that being said, it actually feels good to actually come back to this game again because I played the heck out of this when I first got it. And even the second time when I started a new playthrough of it, definitely a lot of fun. It will get tedious, I won't lie about that, but I will still say that this definitely was one of the best Zelda games of the date. No doubt about it. So that's going to do it for me, people. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, because I sure as heck did enjoy playing it. If you guys did like this video and you want to see more like this, be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you want to show some more support for the channel, leave it. Hit the subscribe button and show, as it definitely will help. Also, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what I can do to improve, or just to say hi. With that being said, I'm gonna butt off now. It is getting kind of late, and I don't think the Switch can hold off a lot more. So that's gonna do it for me. Take care, lots of love, drive safe out there, people. Bye bye.